Random fills. One of the most impressive sounding ideas with one of the most minimal amounts of effort. Before you can play the random fills, there's one thing you need to do just to get used to it, because this is all about pulse, it's all about inner sense of rhythm. You just need to play 3 bars of a nice easy rock beat and then 16 semiquavers on the snare drum. If you want to do a bass drum on the 1, 2, 3, 4, that's also fine. I'd probably recommend doing that. So something like this just to get started off. Okay. So what you're going to do now, you're going to keep the simple beat. Playing a simple beat is very important because when you get to the fill, it's going to be so strange and ridiculous that you want your inner pulse working as much as possible. So by not doing anything too complicated in the beat, it allows you just to really, for those 3 bars, just really have your pulse going, so that when you get to the fill, hopefully it'll just be a bit stronger than normal. So what you're going to do is take those 16 semiquavers and randomly hit any of the drums, snare, high, middle or floor, okay? Completely randomly. You're not going to think about it. Really just try and avoid doing 4s and 2s, okay? Because when you start doing 4s and 2s, you're thinking about that. You know, it's a thought out thing. Whereas if you just literally hit as randomly as possible, at some points, yeah, you're going to hit like 2 in a row, a left and a right, or right and left on one of the drums. That's okay, as long as it's just not constant. Okay, and then when you get to the end of it, then you're going to hit a crash. So what's going to happen is, especially if you're more along the beginner intermediate lines, is that you're probably going to do this and hit the crash in the wrong place. You know, accidentally finish on the 4-hand or the 1-hand. That's fine the first couple of times you do this, because what we're wanting more is the freeing your mind and just, as I say, hitting randomly, not thinking of a preset pattern. Okay? So what we're talking about is something along the lines of this. Again, keeping a nice easy beat. Okay, so as I say, if you're intermediate, you might miss it a couple of times, but it doesn't matter. So that's what we're wanting. Okay, so you see all those like completely randomly, 1 1 1 1 1 2 2 1 1 1, mostly ones on a single thing. What I did at the end, which is also a really cool, funky thing to do, is throw in a few hi-hats. Okay. There's literally so many different combinations. That's why it's one of my favourite things to teach people. I guess, I'm not 100% sure, I guess it's 16 times 15 times 14 times 13, etc. all the way to 1 to work out how many different possibilities there are. But yeah, so you can start on the floor, start on the high, start on the snare, and where you go from it, just ridiculous amount of combinations. But if you want to throw in something extra, a left on the hi-hat. Works really well because it's the left hand, it happens on all like the 1Es and the us, you know, all the in-between niggly little ones. And it just sounds extra cool. If you could hit it with the right hand. The only thing about hitting with the right hand is it's like when you hit floor tom with your right hand, your left hand has like all 5 different options it can hit. If you hit the hi-hat with your right hand, you're really limiting this left hand. It can only really hit another hi-hat or a snare drum. You don't really want to do 2 hi-hats because, as I say, you want to avoid 2s if you can. So yeah, just to leave a left hand to hit the hi-hat. So as you get onto it, then you can start funking the beat up a little bit more. So again, let's give you a couple of examples of that. The other thing as well is when you get to the end and you hit the crash, try going back into the beat rather than having a stop. You know, just make it a bit more harder for yourself. So a couple of them, 3, 4. Then the final idea that you can try with it is just extras. So you could try starting the fill a couple of beats earlier, you know, like 1, 2, 3, to it like that. You can try missing some of the beats out. So again, because you're not thinking about it really, we're trying to be as random as possible and just do it completely off the cuff. You're sort of just gonna, I can't stop using the word, randomly miss a right hand or a left hand out. Again, not too many, maybe, you know, yeah, missing one right hand out or maybe a couple of less. Okay, I mean that's the way you can go. After you get used to doing this, that's one of the ideas that you can take with it. Try messing up with the rhythm. And one other thing that's a really good idea. So you can as well like hit some ride bells, as I say, hi-hats with the left hand. So even though it's gonna be happening randomly, you can usually think it ahead enough to be able to throw a bass drum with. So you could do a bass drum with the ride or a bass drum with the left hand. It's a lot harder, but so you could try it again a little bit slower. So every time now I'm hitting the hi-hat with a bass drum as well. Okay.
Nice. Great.
Just finally, last thing, just to explain another reason why I love this so much. So there's the millions of different combinations. You know, you might play one fill here. I might have done one fill now and I'll never do it again. No matter how often I play random fills, I might never play the exact same fill again. There's something kind of nice about that, like it's just so unique. So there's that. Another thing is just it sounds cool, doesn't it? It sounds so funky. Like, considering how little effort you need to put into it, I can play these 3 bars and then do this feat. It just sounds brilliant. Like, honestly, if anyone ever asked me to show them some stuff on drums, like what I can do, most of the time I'll bust out 3 bars of a funky beat and a few random fills because it sounds brilliant. So there's that, the uniqueness, and then the final thing is, so because you're doing it randomly, you're hitting the drums in a few different combinations that you might not normally. So you're going to come up with some ideas that you might not have ever thought of before. So really, really quickly, obviously I can't remember exactly what I did, but I remember the ending ended something like this. So I was messing about, playing along, and I did this. So I stopped and I was like, oh, that ending, da 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 da. That sounds kind of cool. So you just practice a little bit. So now I use that with like fills that I've actually thought about, and then I tack that onto the end. So I might do something like. Okay, so you're going to come up with ideas you never thought of. That'll do. So that's random fills, one of my all-time favourite lessons to teach people. Hope you'd enjoyed it. Cheers.